Hey, good evening, everybody. How you all doing? This your boy, Rod Thomas Jr., and this is The Real News Behind the News. Oh, yeah, today is December 18th, Friday, here in Shreveport, 2020. And we're going to go live, y'all. I know we didn't get a chance to do a video yesterday, but today we here, and we live, and we in full effect. Man, if y'all see anything on my nose that look like a booger, it's really paint. I thought when I took a shower, I thought I got all that paint off me. But right now we noticed that a lot of y'all probably wasn't expecting this show, but we're gonna go live because there's a couple of articles that we really want to talk about today. Now, y'all notice in the latest video, the last video we did, we talked about the new strain of COVID-19. It's called, I think it's VUA 2020 1201. That's the new strain of the COVID virus. I might have the name wrong, but y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all looked at the last video. But right now, we want to talk about a couple of more cases where we're seeing drastic side effects to the video. Now, we're going to go down the news. We're not going to rush, even though we kind of late. We're not going to rush. Y'all give me a second. Let me pull up some more stuff on this computer real quick. I'll pull up this YouTube. Y'all give me just a second. We finna pull up some stuff. And as you all come in, please hit the like button for us. Please hit that like button for us. Okay, right now we're gonna go right here. That's on point. And we're gonna do like what we normally do. We're gonna put our cash tag because we really need some help right now. But y'all give me a second. And we're gonna tell y'all about another person in Alaska. The third person in Alaska that had this shot. 3 people now in Alaska who have had the COVID-19 vaccination. Is not doing too good, y'all. But anyway, y'all give me a second, and we're gonna go ahead with the news, the real news behind the news. We putting this cash tag up, cause we can use some help. Cause I'm gonna be real. This show here has the potential to be the last show that we do for a couple of days. Y'all give me a second. All right, let's get on with the news. All right, y'all. Let's go ahead with this. A nurse faints after getting jabbed. Now, they have a video of this nurse fainting after she took that COVID vaccination. Now, this article here is coming out of the New York Post. Now, I know a lot of people don't look at the New York Post as a credible news source, but it's one of your mainstream news sources. So what we do here at the Real News Behind the News is we put the mainstream media's news sources out there, and then we come behind the scenes with my analysis and tell you what we think this really means. Now, in the New York Post, it says, nurse faints while talking to press about getting the COVID-19 vaccine. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and read these stories in their entirety, and then I'll come back and give my analysis on the story. And again, this is from the New York Post. Nurse faints while talking to press about getting COVID-19 vaccine. This is the scary moment a nurse who had just received the coronavirus vaccine at a Tennessee hospital told reporters she was feeling dizzy and then fainted. Keep in mind, in this video, in this news story, I got to put the links up to it. I'm going to go back after I do the live video. I'll put the links up to it. But you all have to see how this nurse fainted. We're going to block that. We don't want that. Now, the nurse manager, Tiffany Dover, received the Pfizer BioNTech jab at CHI Memorial Hospital in Chattanooga on Thursday and was giving a press briefing when she began to trail off, according to WTVC9. All my staff, we are excited to get the vaccine. We are in the COVID unit, so therefore, my team will be getting first chances to get the vaccine, Dover said. And I know that it's really sorry. I'm feeling really dizzy, she continued. One of the doctors behind her caught her as she passed out about 17 minutes after receiving the shot. It just hit me all of a sudden. I could feel it coming on. I felt a little disoriented, but I feel fine now. And the pain in my arm is gone, Dover said after recovering. Doctor said the episode was not related to the ingredients in the vaccine. Dover told WTVC9 she had a condition where she often faints when she feels pain. The Center for Disease Control and Prevention also said that fainting may occur after various types of vaccination and medical procedures, usually due to pain and anxiety. That ends that article. But again, if I knew, well, she must didn't know she had that condition where she would faint after she takes a vaccination. But as a nurse, she should have known that. There's a lot more, in my opinion, behind that story. She didn't just faint, y'all. She had some kind of reaction to that virus. Because evidently, if nothing else, it was so much pain when it got hit in her arm, she fainted. But how much pain does it take for a person to faint? Take it from me. I got shot point blank range in the mouth with a 44. Man, I got paint still all on me. I thought I did a good enough job taking a shower. But anyway, I got shot point blank range in the mouth with a 44. And the pain was excruciating, but I never passed out. Maybe she's just one of those sensitive type snowflakes who just a little brush up against her body causes her enough pain to faint. But we're going to couple that with this article here, you all. Give me a second. Let me get back to our main page. Fairbanks clinician is the third Alaskan with adverse reaction. Now, again, I'm not here to cause mass hysteria. That's probably one reason why YouTube won't allow my videos to you know what I'm saying, to jump up in their ratings, because I'm actually talking against the COVID-19 vaccine. I'm not here to tell you all not to take it, but I'm telling you I'm not taking it, and I'm using these news articles to tell you why I'm not taking it. Man, my channel right now we got 5 people here. If the 5 of you all can hit the like button, it really will help us out. You know, I know, man, I'm gonna just be real. There's one person that is always hitting the thumbs down button on my channel. I don't mind, because guess what? That motherfucker gotta be watching my channel to even hit the thumbs down button. But I noticed it's hard for us already, man, to get people to come to this channel because YouTube is suppressing our content. Like and share. Hey, Miss Kimberly, how you doing? Hey, Miss Kimberly, I really appreciate you know what I'm talking about. Let me see what we got here. Notice how they are all saying getting jabbed. It's like not really getting a shot. Psychological game. We're living exactly, busy gal. It's like we're living in a propaganda matrix where the wording of everything that you see and hear means something. I think this is more of a psychological operation, because think about it. Every year you have to get another flu shot. Now, being that, as like I said, you have to get another flu shot. This vaccination has not been proven to be safe. Now, we're being told that it's safe. Why is that? Because your corporate media, basically, whether it's CNBC, MSNBC, ABC, CBS, Fox, whatever they are probably being paid by Pfizer to put out information. And I got a story on that. So matter of fact, let me stop talking and do more news. Let me give y'all this here. This is coming from Reuters. And the story was done earlier today. All right, boom. Anchorage, Alaska, December 18th. A Fairbanks clinician suffered anaphylactic symptoms after being given the Pfizer Incorporated coronavirus vaccine, a hospital said on Friday, becoming the third Alaskan healthcare worker to suffer an adverse reaction to the new drug. The clinician, whose name was not released, started showing symptoms about 10 minutes after being inoculated on Thursday, according to the Foundation Health Partners, operator of the Fairbanks Memorial Hospital. The healthcare worker was treated in the hospital's emergency room with ephedrine and released about 6 hours later, Foundation Health Partners said in a written statement. 2 healthcare workers in Juneau suffered adverse reactions to the medication earlier this week. One was briefly hospitalized in that city for anaphylaxis after she was vaccinated on Tuesday. The second had a milder reaction on Wednesday and was treated at the hospital emergency room and released. Allergic reactions, though uncommon, can occur with injections of medications and vaccines. Foundation Health Partners Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Angelique Ramirez, said in a statement. The Fairbanks clinician issued her own statement that was included in the Foundation's Health Partners release. I would get the vaccine and recommend it to anyone. Bitch, of course you would, because you're getting paid to say that. But anyway, despite my reaction, y'all gonna take this vaccination, and maybe if y'all have a reaction, if you don't die, you'll be all right. Anyway, I will get the vaccination and recommend it to anyone, despite my reaction, to help our country get immunized, which is needed for the health of all Americans, for the economy. How the fuck is taking it? Y'all excuse me, I'm gonna try to stop cussing. But how the heck is taking a vaccination good for the economy? The only economy that this vaccination would be good for is Pfizer and their investors. Let me continue. I will get the vaccination and recommend it to anyone, despite my reaction, to help our country get immunized, which is needed for the health of all Americans, for the economy. Get families hugging again, for getting children back to school, and to get the country on the other side of this pandemic, the healthcare worker said. Alaska received its first shipments of the Pfizer vaccine on Sunday evening, state officials said. Batches have been sent around the state, including by float plane and boat to more remote sites. Now, that's the end of that article. I'm looking at this crazy lady here like, okay, you're the third person now who's been doxxed, in a sense, publicly as having an adverse reaction to this vaccination, meaning that if the news is telling us that there's 3 people in Alaska who has had this vaccination and suffered some type of reaction, don't y'all think that around the country there's more people suffering adverse reactions from this vaccination? Y'all please hit that like button for us. Let me see what y'all comments looking like. I mean, think about this. This one nurse was doing a press conference and she fainted. This was in Chattanooga, Tennessee. All the while, in way over in Fairbanks, Alaska, you done had 3 people now who, I don't know why it's being made public, but 3 people have suffered adverse reactions. Now that lets us know that if there's 3 people, there's probably 300. You know what I'm saying? Thus far. Now, we don't know how many people have taken this vaccination already. And again, my job is not to dissuade you. If you're one of those people who believe that this vaccination will help you make it through COVID, hey, be my guest. But the truth is, 3/4 of the American population has already been exposed had the virus and shook back from it. They call it, I guess you could say, asymptomatic. But most of us have already had this virus earlier in the year, which goes back to the story that I did yesterday. This vaccination is really a propaganda stunt, because now you have a new strain of the virus. You got more than one new strain of this virus. The one that we talked about the other day is just the one that is probably more deadlier than the one that we're talking about now. But this virus is mutated, man, almost 30, 40 times since we first heard about it in March. Do y'all realize? Let me give y'all a little game. Don't tell nobody this. Matter of fact, tell everybody this. A virus is a living organism. Everything that has life that the Creator himself has made basically adapts to their surroundings in order to survive. A virus, being a living organism, has to mutate in order to survive. So you're not dealing with the original strain of COVID-19 that we was dealing with back in March, earlier March of this year. You're dealing with a whole different strain of this virus, you all. And in the article that we posted the other day, y'all give me a second. Let's see what you all are saying. Notice they are all saying getting jabbed, not getting a shot. And did y'all realize, oh, hold on, let me see if I can find this article. The one where they showed you all the first person getting jabbed or shot by this virus, did you all know that they're saying that this video was faked? The needle was already in the arm and the plunger was empty. This is what we're dealing with. Now you had Barack Obama, Bill Clinton, George Bush talking about, well, we'll take the shot publicly to let everybody know it's safe. And remember I told y'all in the video probably about a week ago, I say, even if you're showing us this on television, where these 3 former presidents are taking this vaccination, how do we know they're actually taking the vaccination shot? And how do we know that they're actually getting the vaccine? But it comes out that now that black lady that they showed y'all that they had all over the news, it was staged. Literally, it was staged. And she actually had the needle already in her arm. The plunger was empty. It came out to be, I hate that I didn't do a show on this yesterday. But you all go back, I'll try to find that article, and you all be able to find it on my Facebook, Real News Behind the News page. Let's go on. But again, now you see that you had a nurse in Chattanooga, Tennessee, who fainted, and this lady comes back and says that every time I have pain, I pass out. Well, bitch, if you ever have a toothache, we look for you to call in from work every day. Because a lot of people have pain and never pass out like you did on national TV. This is crazy, you all. But they're trying, Pfizer and your mainstream media, who are corporate whores to Pfizer, because Pfizer pays them so much money every year to sponsor their news channels, whereas I can barely get 2 or 3 of our subscribers to sponsor us. But your mainstream media, Fox, CBS, NBC, ABC, CNN, MSNBC, Bloomberg, do y'all realize a lot of the way that they actually are able to continue to bring you news is they have to have advertisers. And one of your most prominent advertisers for all your news media in America are the pharmaceutical companies, or your military industrial complex, Boeing, Raytheon, and all these people. You all need to really do the research on this, man. I'm just a vehicle to bring you all a different point of view from what you're being told. to believe. Literally, they're going to tell you this in your mainstream media, and they expect you to believe it without questioning it. In a sense, they are like gods, and their word is the law. And if you don't believe what they're telling you, then you're considered a conspiracy theorist. Literally. Let's go on. Let's see what else we can. The wealthy people are scrambling for the shot. You have wealthy people trying to donate $25,000 and asking, will they help me get to the front of the line? Go ahead. I mean, really, a lot of us poor people are not even thinking about taking this vaccination. What do you all think? Leave your comments, man. Please, your comments also help. Thank you, Miss Kimberly. Please like and share. They snowed everyone. This is Busy Gal saying again. They snowed everyone. Used cover to shut down the economy. COVID to shut down the economy. Now they're using this fake warp speed vaccine to open it back up. You know what? One of the main reasons why they open it back up, and I'm gonna say this, and this leads to another story. The first time they opened the economy back up, I had to ask the question: how the fuck do you shut an economy down? How do you shut an economy down and close the government, the whole country? A fake vaccine, just say a fake pandemic or a real pandemic. Either way, which way you choose to believe. I do believe that this COVID-19 is real because my brother had it. I know too many people that had it. I know quite a few people that had it and died. But you shut the economy down. Now they gave everybody those stimulus checks around about March, April, May of last year. Soon as they gave out all those stimulus checks, what they want to do now, they want to open the economy back up because they need you to spend that money that they gave you in stimulus. When in reality, that whole stimulus package, the CARES Act, was nothing more than what you would call a wealth transfer. Oh yeah, go and research that term, wealth transfer. Believe it or not, they gave us, you and I, the average citizen, the one who actually pays the tax money that this CARES Act was actually able to be initiated from. They gave us $1,200. They gave a lot of people $600 in food in unemployment. But do you realize the corporations got tens of billions of dollars? Basically, they threw us a bone as the taxpayers. Nigga, we're going to give y'all $1,200. You better pay your rent with it because at the end of December, you're going to get kicked out your houses. They threw us a $1,200 bone, and a lot of people had to wait 4-5 months. Believe it or not, I didn't get that $1,200 till almost September. A little bit in September. A lot of people still haven't received their $1,200. But the corporations, the day after this CARES Act went into law, the corporation got hundreds of billions of dollars overnight. Why do you think articles are showing now that your richest 50 companies in America are showing record profits while your small businesses are shutting down? So you're right. You're right, Miss Busy Girl. You're right. They basically threw us a bone to make us feel comfortable with going back out here on these jobs where if you working in a restaurant or you working somewhere where you dealing with the public every day, you have been at risk. You was what they call an essential worker. But did they pay you? Did they give you any extra money for risking your life going to that job every day? No, they gave you the same $1,200 they gave me. And then too, you had people on unemployment making more a week than you probably would make in a month on a lot of these jobs. So they opened the economy back up to allow you to spend that stimulus money. that they gave everybody. That's really what the game really was, y'all. We're gonna give everybody $1,200, especially Negro. We're gonna get a Negro $1,200 because we know the Negro gonna go buy a big screen TV. They're gonna buy the PlayStation. They're gonna buy some rings. Ain't none of them gonna pay their rent. So come January, we're gonna be able to kick a lot of these Negroes out of their home. Now they're still holding up in Congress the latest stimulus package. Soon as we find out the latest information on that, we'll let you all know. But let's go ahead and try to find something else. 8 nuns died in the past week at a Wisconsin retirement home. This is crazy. But the mainstream media is not going to give us all the information that we need to know to make an informed decision. They're going to give us enough information to spread their propaganda again, which is why I am here. I'm here to be, I put it like this again, I always say this. The mainstream media job is to impregnate you with their lies and propaganda. My job is to be the condom to keep you from getting pregnant by that bullshit that they're putting out there. And I noticed instead of our numbers going up, they're going down. So maybe I'm too boring for a lot of people. Maybe people were tuning in to hear the latest about the NBA or whatever, but this is not what we do at The Real News Behind the News. We're going to bring you all the truth behind the propaganda that is being spit out there. And a lot of people who would rather, because I have a lot of people tell me, man, you need to do more about sports. You need to be, you need to be more, talk more about this and that. No. You're doing great. Thank you, Miss Busy Girl. I mean, thank you. That makes me feel good. Because a lot of people try to get me to be more entertaining, which I try to be entertaining in what I'm doing right now. But I believe the most important thing is to inform people about what's really going on as opposed to entertaining you with some bullshit that does not have anything to do with your day-to-day life. What the fuck good does it do for me to sit up here and talk about a nigga bouncing a motherfucking basketball and who just got a $228 million contract when 3/4 of us that's probably watching this video then lost jobs, half of us, you know what I'm saying, can't pay our bills, and then 1/3 of us who are watching this video is going to be evicted because they lost their job, can't pay their bill, and now we're going to get evicted. Soon as the moratorium on evictions that Donald Trump put in. Remember, Trump had to step up himself and say, okay, we know a lot of state and other government entities was trying to keep people from getting evicted. Donald Trump had to step up and say, now, from this point on, you cannot kick anybody out their house until December 31st. Now, what's going to happen January 3rd? Do y'all realize you got 19 million Americans who are about to be evicted, put out there on the streets, myself included? So, yeah, I would rather inform you than sit up here and try to talk about some bullshit where about Meg Thee Stallion or all that. How the heck did Joe Biden win? Joe Biden won through, I don't want to say this, but Joe Biden said it himself when he told us he really didn't need us to help him win. Joe Biden was the product of a political machine that committed so much election fraud that he literally, I'm going to give y'all some game. And keep in mind, y'all, I'm not a Republican, Democrat, or Christian, Muslim, Jew. I don't do none of this tribalistic stuff, but let me give y'all some real game. The election fraud was real that Donald Trump is talking about. Go back and look at the company who made the voting machines. And you're going to see that there's a lot of discussion right now about those voting machines, which we are now finding out, which is a fact, that were open and basically created with a back door into them. If any of you all know about IT, You know, I went to school for this shit a couple of years ago. If you know anything about IT, in most of your computer operating systems, there's a back door, especially Windows 10. I'm gonna be real. Windows 7 is my favorite operating system of all. But Windows 10 especially has a lot of back doors that will allow people to infiltrate your operating system. Same with those voting machines. Joe Biden literally was a product of the Democrats being able to manipulate the voting process in favor of their candidate. And I won't say no more than that. But Joe Biden, first and foremost, let me show y'all some real game. Just by us saying if this election was stolen from Trump or if it wasn't, just by us talking about that lets us know that this election was fraudulent. If there's any kind of discussion about it, think about this. Everybody's talking about Trump. He acted like a spoiled brat because he lost the election. Then none of them motherfuckers say nothing when Hillary lost the election to a game show host in Donald Trump. Now, get what everybody trying to say. It was Russian involvement. The Russians was behind it. Donald Trump is not the legitimate president because the Russians helped him steal the election. Well, if the Russians helped Donald Trump steal the fucking election, what the fuck makes you think that Joe Biden could not be a beneficiary of a stolen election? See, this is how fucked up we are in the head in America, and it's based upon tribalism. Whatever tribe you choose to assign yourself with, associate yourself with, whether it's Democrat, Republican, Christian, Muslim, Jew, Kappa, Alpha, Sigma, no matter what you try to associate yourself with, it's called tribalism. So again, I ask you the question. You all spent 4 years, the last 4 years during Donald Trump's presidency, saying that he was not legitimate because the Russians helped him steal the election. Well, then what the fuck makes you think that Joe Biden and the Democrats did not steal this election? I could care less because no matter who your president is, whether he's Republican or Democrat, he's nothing more than a puppet for the corporate industrial complex. Joe Biden, Donald Trump, Bill Clinton, the two George Bushes, Kennedy, none of your presidents ran this country. It was people in black suits behind the scenes who basically are in control of your corporations who run this country. It is what it is, y'all. Truth is what it is, and the truth hurts a lot of times, especially if you're a Democrat right now thinking that Joe Biden is just the greatest thing since sliced bread. And when you pay attention to the, thank you, Miss Busy Girl, but when you pay attention, look at what Joe Biden, first and foremost, this gonna go over a lot of people's head, but look at the people that Joe Biden is appointing to his cabinet, to his administration. Do you all realize all these people support the illegal fucking wars that we've been involved in for the last 20 years? Black people hate the fact when I mention the fact that Barack Obama was nothing more than a black face on the same racist, imperialistic, colonialization type agenda. Barack Obama started 3 new wars. Go back and look it up. He started 3 new wars and intensified the war in Afghanistan and Iraq. Him and Hillary created what you call ISIS today. Joe Biden is going to do the same. Now, again, I'm not a Trump supporter. I like Donald Trump, but I'm not a Trump supporter. I know what a lot of shit behind the scenes that Trump really stands for. But Trump has been the only president in the last 20-some years that has not taken us into a new war. But now that he's about to leave office, for you Trump fans, he is trying to start he's trying to start a war with Iran. Today, he just increased the sanctions on Syria. So none of your presidents are about shit from Jump Street. You see what I'm saying? None of them really cares about us, the people of America. Joe Biden's defense pick is on the border of rating. What this lady, this busy girl, you one of the smartest people right now I've talked to in a while. A lot of black people will look at this black dude and say, "Well, yeah, finally we got a black dude on this board." What did that black dude? I forget his name, but Joe Biden just nominated him for Secretary of Defense. Do you all realize this dude is on the board of Raytheon? Do you know what Raytheon does? They make bombs. This dude was a military general who's responsible over his career for some of the 30 million deaths in the Middle East because of these bombs. Lloyd Austin, thank you, Miss Busy Girl. We need to make you a co-host on this show. But yeah, he was a fucking war hawk. He was a piece of shit. Because he was responsible for some of those 30 million deaths over the last 20 years that we, the United States, committed against these countries overseas in the Middle East, bruh. And Negroes, they're going to look at the fact, the average Negro in America, put it like this, 3/4, I go say, afford to say 9/10 of the Negroes, 9 out of every 10 Negro would just look at this black dude and say, Joe Biden doing it now. Yeah, he's trying to make sure that he got a diverse cabinet. No, when you go look at everybody that he's picking on his administration, they're fucking war hawks. They're neocons. They are people who want to continue these illegal wars, especially that black dude because he's on the board of Raytheon. And I suggest that you all really study that name, Raytheon. One of the biggest bomb makers in the world. So he put a black dude on here just like they put that black dude of Barack Obama in front of you and gave him, think about this, they gave Obama the Nobel Peace Prize before he was even inaugurated into office. Once he got into office, he started the war in Syria. He started the war in Yemen. Him and Hillary basically went in, murdered Gaddafi. This is why you got those slave markets over in Libya. A lot of Negroes will sit up here talking about how dare them have these slave markets where they are openly selling black Muslims in Libya as slaves. Guess who started that shit? Who allowed that shit? Barack Obama. Y'all might not want to hear this, but the truth is what it is, bruh. It is what it is. So now you have this black general, and everybody just looking at the fact that he's black, but not understanding his background. As a black man, this dude is a warmonger, just like Bush, just like Cheney, just like Clinton, just like Obama, just like Trump, understand? Just like all your other presidents. Now he's the Secretary of Defense, and he's on the board. Shouldn't that be a conflict of interest? How the fuck can you be Secretary of Defense and you're on the board of one of the most prominent pro-war businesses on the planet? So now, I'm not gonna sit up here, man, and try to stroke your ego just because you're black and you want me to say a certain thing. Fuck that. It's not gonna happen. I'm gonna tell you the truth. Everybody that's black does not mean that we should support them just because they black and a white man that's president putting them in a position. Fuck no. This black dude is responsible for more deaths than COVID-19 will ever be. Plain and simple. All right. Really, there wasn't that many stories in the news today, y'all. What the fuck is this? Oh, they pouring some Coca-Cola on some ground beef or something. Talking about diabetes. Anyway, let's go down and see which one of these stories we can go to next. Y'all hear about the hack of the century? Where your neocons and most people, hey, what's going on, brother Anthony? War guaranteed in Biden. Oh yeah, Miss Busy Girl, we're gonna have 4 new wars under Joe Biden, because you all gotta realize Joe Biden is an Alzheimer patient. Joe Biden should not have fucking keys to a car, much less to the White House. Joe Biden is basically going to be, I say within 7 months to a year in his administration, he's going to be a victim of the 25th Amendment to the Constitution, where they're saying that, I think on the 25th Amendment, let me paraphrase it, but if a president is found mentally unfit or incompetent, they can vote him out. Guess who they trying to put in as president, really? It ain't Kamala Harris, even though she's the vice president. Nancy Pelosi. Or maybe even Hillary Clinton. Shh, y'all didn't hear that from me, because I don't need to get suicided, because everybody that speaks against Hillary winds up suicided somewhere down the line. But yeah, this was what's really going on. Your Democrats knew that Joe Biden was a piece of shit. They needed somebody to take Bernie Sanders out. So the best hope that they had to do that was fucking Joe Biden. Think about this. Kamala Harris did not win. Did not really even get any votes in the Democratic primaries. She didn't get nail fucking vote. How is she your vice president right now? Ask questions, black people. Please. White people, Hispanic people, niggas up the street that look like some Hispanic and black people mixed. Ask questions. And you're going to find out, once you start asking questions, you're going to go down a rabbit hole, and you're going to be like, wait a minute. So that means everything that they've been telling us is a lie. It's crazy. Well, we've been going on for a minute in this show. And I'm gonna be real. I only got home like about 9:30, and it's 10:50 right now, y'all. I got dinner cooking, and it smells like it's burning in there. How you gonna burn noodles? Anyway, we got it going on. I apologize for coming in late, but again, we're dealing with some personal issues right here that keeps me coming in a little bit late. Proud Boy leader says he burned Black Lives Matter banners stolen from church during demos in D.C. Y'all watch out for that. The violence is finna increase, because you know the Trump supporters right now are asking for military intervention in keeping Joe Biden from taking over and walking into the White House. It's crazy. Eminem put out another, Eminem break quarantine to raise hell in chaotic Nat video. Even though I think Eminem is one of the top 5 greatest rappers of all time, who gives a fuck what Eminem has to say about COVID-19? Who really gives a fuck? I mean, come on. If he really wanted to put his money where his mouth, put your money where your mouth is, Eminem, and pay for some of these medical bills for some of these people around here. Other than that, man, nobody's trying to hear that propaganda, because you all got to realize they're using your entertainers to further perpetuate their propaganda. Hey, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and end this show, man. Now, keep in mind that we might not be here for a couple of days. We got a couple personal issues that we got to get taken care of, which I'm just going to be real. As y'all seen yesterday, we did a video and we asked for some support. And I actually got to first and foremost thank Sister Mary, Is You Real, and Sister Kimberly for stepping up and blessing us. And then when they blessed us, what did I do? I came back and showed y'all a video. Whereas anything that when we ask for a donation or whatever here, it goes to that same thing. Now, I don't even want to talk about fucking donation, because right now it makes me feel like I'm begging. And I don't get down with that, man. I don't get down with begging. But at the same time, we need you all support. Hit the like, hit the share. Make sure you're subscribed. And if you're subscribed, make sure you continue to hit that bell. You got to look on when it comes to my channel, you have to look on a daily basis to make sure that you're still subscribed, because we have numerous people telling us that YouTube had took it upon themselves to unsubscribe them from my channel. Yeah, this is how hard the censorship is. I'm not saying that I'm just some big time Negro that YouTube is deliberately plotting upon, but because of my content. Do you all realize YouTube has people watching? They pay people to do nothing but watch all these channels on YouTube. Believe it or not, it might sound crazy because you got tens of thousands of channels, but they got people who do nothing but watch these channels. And YouTube use these people to censor the content that you are allowed to hear. This is why my channel, if you do a search for the real news, if you just type in the real news, my channel is going to be out of, they say, we came up with 10,000 results. Well, my channel is going to be 9,998 at the bottom, because they don't want you all to ask questions. Now, I'm going to get up in the morning because it's supposed to be raining here. I can't do no work, which is fucked up. It really is. It really is. I needed to finish that job, but the rain held me up for about a week and a half now. The rain held me up. But I'm going to be real. I'm going to try to do this show early in the morning before they cut this phone off. But we're going to bring y'all a few more stories. Right now, there's nothing really major outside of the two stories that I already told you all about. We're going to talk a little bit more about this hack where somebody basically hacked into our nuclear arsenal system, the system where the nuclear weapons are online. Yeah, somebody hacked into it. They're trying to say that it's the Russians, but nah, the Russians wouldn't even do no shit like that. They would. I mean, come on, Russia know right now. Why would we do some shit like that when we know we're going to get blamed for it? And we know we're going to get more sanctions on us. I'm willing to bet my left kidney and my right testicle that it was Israel. Y'all study Israel and find out that they're not God's chosen people. And if they are God's chosen people, then I understand why racism exists. Because Israel is the most racist government on the planet. And they have a history of creating false flags in the United States to get us to fight their illegal wars. So again, y'all, I just did this show to bring y'all a show and talk about this vaccine. Leave y'all comments, man, please. If you're watching this show later, leave your comments. Leave your comments in the comment section. And that'll give me more material to talk about if I wake up and this phone's still on in the morning. Or what matter of fact, now don't worry about it because I got Wi-Fi here. The Wi-Fi is scheduled to be off for another 2 weeks, so we good. We can do shows up until the Wi-Fi go, but we really need you all support to help us keep this show rolling. Again, I always say, if you like your favorite rapper, how do you support him? You go out there and buy his latest album. You go and buy from iTunes or whatever. You stream. You pay for the stream. If you like your city's basketball team, how do you support them? You go buy tickets. Well, here at the Real New Behind New, man, we don't have nothing on nobody. We are the lowest pieces of garbage news. They consider us as the lowest pieces of garbage of news. But we actually telling you all shit that's gonna bring change to your life, to make you think a lot different than what you're being told. And once you start listening to this channel, you're not going to listen to anything else the same. So again, we're going to end this because I got to go in there. I smell my food. I smell that shit in here burning. And again, how the fuck you going to burn Roman noodles? But this is what it is. But we're going to come back in the morning and we're going to do what we call a weekend recap, where we're going to go through all the stories that we did throughout the week, and we're going to break them down to you. And it might be a 2-hour long show. So y'all look for us, just say around 10 o'clock to 11 o'clock Central Standard Time in the morning, which will be Saturday, December 19th. Y'all look for us to be there. We're going to be live. And I please ask that you all leave your comments tonight so that I can go over your all's comments and that'll give me more information to talk about, because I have a gauge of what it is that you all want to talk about. Because this show ain't just about me sitting up here talking what I think or whatever. No, it's about you all's opinion and us coming together, creating a dialogue. Because if you're watching this channel, you know that the mainstream media is full of bullshit. And I'm here, again, like I say, to be the condom to keep you from getting pregnant by their propaganda. So y'all, please hit the like button. Please hit the share button. Also, I'm going to do a reminder video in the morning to let y'all know exactly what time it is. To let y'all know exactly what time it is. I'm going to do a reminder video, but we will be live in the morning. Thank you, Miss Busy Girl, for all your comments on here. Thank you, Brother Anthony, as usual, Miss Kimberly, and everybody who's watching this show. We thank y'all for watching it. Please, 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 I cannot be more sincere. Hit that like button. Hit the share button. Make sure that you're notified. And please, if you can, it's the holiday season. Everybody broke because of COVID. Everybody broke because of the holiday season. But if you can, please, we are destitute here at The Real News Behind News. Hit the cash out. And before I go, let me put the cash tag back up there for you all again. Please, anything can help. Because like Sister Powell said, man, right now, if 10 of y'all could give $6, we can pay this phone bill as soon as I wake up. Or as soon as y'all put it on. I mean, really, that's just how really desperate we are to keep this show going. So I'm going to put this cash tag up for y'all, but most importantly, hit the like, the share, and tell your family and friends about this crazy Negro who talks a lot of truth. So y'all give me a second. We're going to do this here, and then we're going to end this show. I got to go ahead and eat. But tomorrow I'm off because it's raining here and I can't go finish this house. So I'm going to be here all day tomorrow. We might do 3 or 4 videos tomorrow just to do our diligent duty. Okay. Yeah, just to do our diligent duty to bring you the real news behind the lies in the news. So this your boy Rod Thomas Jr. Man, I thank y'all for supporting us. Again, I hate to rush off, but dinner does call. And I got to go and eat, man. I'm hungry. Been out there all day. Then had to, you know what I'm saying, deal with some crazy stuff on a whole nother issue. That's not y'all concern. But yeah, I'm very frustrated right now. But every time I talk to you all, man, it does nothing but lift my spirits up. So that's why I do what I do for you all. So y'all, man, y'all be blessed. Till y'all see me tomorrow. Man, y'all have a wonderful, blessed, and prosperous evening.